I don't see you particularly honing in to a single individual. Like, if you're in a group situation, you are everywhere. You're like chatting with these people, then you go over to these people, and you're like, and what makes me think then is you're sort of, and the other thing you're saying is like you're not a fan of shallow conversations.
No.
But doesn't that sort of mean you're going to have shallow conversations if you're constantly flitting around groups?
No, definitely not. I don't think so. I think you can be, there's a certain balance that you can't be deep as anything, like a deep conversation straight away. Some people can. I can't. I'm not like the person who's going to be like straight away and be like, hey, tell me about life and death. Let's talk about it. Do you believe in the afterlife?
Yeah.
But
what's your favorite absurd philosophy?
Yeah, do you do BDSM? But in terms of like back and forth, I think definitely in like group settings, I will try and bounce between different people, but the conversations won't be oh hey, how are you? How's your day? What have you been up to this week? Like, I'm going to take an example of like the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin meetup that we had in December.
That's what I was really thinking about. Yeah.
There was like one individual that I met literally like on the stairs. I was going upstairs, and I it was bouncing between people, and I just sort of went over to him, said g'day, and straight away was just sort of talking about his lifestyle and why his lifestyle was what he was choosing and what he was choosing to live the life he was doing and stuff like that. So it went like pretty deep pretty quickly, and we only chatted for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then kind of like bounce out to go and talk to somebody else. So yeah, I definitely don't enjoy, even if I do bounce around, I still don't enjoy the conversations that are very shallow or just like light on in terms of intellectual. But yeah, they don't get it, I guess, as deeply intellectual or as deep maybe connectivity conversation as maybe you might have as a one-on-one that's a deeper one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I'm sort of the opposite. I tend to not enjoy going around and flitting around, I guess, like having too many things, like getting into a new group and then it's like, oh fuck, I've got to restart again, or like, they're in the middle of a conversation.
I think
when do I interrupt? When do I, etc.
Yeah, I think there's one thing about me that not that I do on purpose, but it's something that I enjoy. Maybe that happens afterwards, and it's the after effect of it. But I do enjoy building up a network and then knowing that network enough to connect the network. Now, I do that, so after that all happens, and I don't know if I'm actively doing that. Like, I'm not going out, say, to an event and going, I want to meet everybody so I can know everyone's connection and I can build a better network. No way I don't do that. But I go, I just enjoy, meeting all these people. And I guess the level of conversation that I do like to have isn't like, oh, your name is Peter and you do this. It's like, oh, no. Like, I want to know, at least in a really quick conversation, it's like, oh, it's Peter, and you like to do this because of this, and you are doing this, but actually you'd rather be doing that. And if you were to find people that you need support from, it might be like these sort of areas. Now, again, I don't look for those exact questions, but I'm just like making up random ones. That's probably the sort of stuff that I would ask people. And then when I stumble across someone else, it's like, oh, well, I took this guy called Peter, and he's doing this sort of thing. So I saw this recently with a mate of mine. Obviously, he's trying to do a bit of a property build at the moment, and just funnily enough, and having a conversation, and he was just talking through a couple of things, and I was in my mind, I went, oh, I know like 3, 4, 5 people in like these different spaces that actually could help you out. And I'm just, again, connecting people up, helping them out. But I was like, oh, I don't think I would have done that if I'm just having a conversation that's very like shallow in the sense of, what are you up to? What do you do? Like, what are you doing this weekend? What did you do this week? That sort of stuff. You wouldn't get to like maybe the real meat and potatoes of a human.